Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. There is a tragic end to the search for a missing teenager in South Dakota. The Oglala Sioux Tribe Department of Public Safety says the remains of SHAYNA YOUNGMAN were found Friday north of Manderson on the Pine Ridge Reservation. YOUNGMAN's death is being investigated as a homicide. One person of interest has been taken into custody. Authorities say there is no threat to the community. YOUNGMAN was last seen on February 3rd. The tribe offered a $25,000 reward for information that would help find her. A house fire has shut down traffic west of Sioux Falls this morning. Crews were called to a fully involved home on Highway 38 southeast of Hartford just before 3:30 this morning. Law enforcement on the scene says the house is a total loss, but everyone inside got out safely. 2 vehicles parked in the driveway also were burned in that fire. Law enforcement says the fire started on the kitchen stove. Authorities closed Highway 38 from the Interstate 90 exit to 467th Avenue while crews worked the scene. The Red Cross has also been notified. Sioux Falls Fire Rescue is investigating a fire on the city's north side. The fire started in a building near Russell Street and Main Avenue around 6:30 last night. A nearby semi and another vehicle also caught fire. Crews had the fire contained within a few minutes. No one was hurt. A young couple from Elkton, South Dakota is on their way to Denver today to deliver their first baby, who unfortunately has a heart defect. Dylan and Alicia Christensen found out 4 months ago that baby Hudson has a tiny hole in his heart, and the aorta and pulmonary arteries are reversed and will require surgery.
Crushed me. Yeah, it kind of puts a little damper in the excitement. Scares you.
Once baby Hudson has surgery, the Christensens will have to stay in Denver for 2 to 4 weeks. If you'd like to help the couple with travel and medical expenses, you can donate at any First Bank and Trust in their name, or you can reach out to them personally. We provided their address under this story here on KELOLAND.com. Let's get our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. A cold start to the day out there, and we don't get too much improvement east river. To the west, however, it is a different story. All the same, let's head outside on this Saturday in downtown Sioux Falls. 1 degree below zero with a west wind at 5 miles per hour. Now, to put that into perspective, yesterday morning we were about 40 degrees warmer than where we are right now. So be prepared for a case of whiplash as you start your day, especially East River, where we have sub-zero temperatures this morning in place from Aberdeen to Worthington, Sisseton to Brookings, even down to Spencer as well. 3 degrees above zero, though, Mitchell and Yankton, 6 in Pierre, 14 for Rapid City. And while there isn't too much of a breeze out there outside of Faith, it doesn't take much to put that wind chill a decent bit below zero, and at times in the double digits below zero. Cold enough to warrant wind chill advisory headlines for portions of southwestern Minnesota until 9 a.m. this morning. Please keep that in mind. Even outside of the advisory area, it is going to be rather cold. We'll talk about the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, many people in KELOLAND are calling an audible and staying away from the office pool and heading straight to the casino to place their bets on this Sunday's Super Bowl. The NFL championship game draws both casual bettors as well as regular customers to the Betfred Sportsbook at Grand Falls Casino. Many of them cross the state line from South Dakota to place a Super Bowl wager in Iowa.
I have only had probably in the last 15 years, maybe only lost one given Super Bowl Sunday. So I can count my blessings on that. The sportsbook manager at Grand Falls says total wagers for the big game this weekend could top $400,000, which would make it the biggest Super Bowl handle since its opening 2 years ago. The Sioux Falls Trophy Show, hosted by the Dakota Territory Gun Collectors, features more than 1,200 tables of guns for sale, swapping, or just admiring. The gun show is taking place at the Sioux Falls Convention Center from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday's hours are 9 to 3. Admission is $10. All federal, state, and local firearm ordinances and laws must be obeyed. The Sioux Falls Winter Carnival includes Zumba at Faywick Park at 9 a.m., a Fat Tire bike race at Great Bear Ski Valley at 10 o'clock, a Pets and People downtown stroll at Faywick Park at 3 p.m., and laser tubing at Great Bear from 9 to 11 p.m.
This family snow fest scheduled for today at Spellerberg and McCarty Parks has been canceled due to a lack of snow. The Winter Carnival runs through Sunday and is a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Sioux Empire. The Brandon VFW is hosting a wild game feed to raise money for local causes, including kids and cancer. The dinner starts at 5:30. An auction follows at 7. The cost is a free will donation. Rodeo fans will enjoy all of the action of bulls and broncs at the WH Line Fairgrounds. Activities get underway in the Expo Center with a mini bulls event at 5:30. That's followed by the main event at 7:30. Tickets are $20 for adults, $15 for children, and free for ages 5 and under. And the Skyforce basketball team takes on the Salt Lake City Stars at the Sanford Pentagon. Tip-off is at 7:05. Adam?
Well, as you get ready for your day today, just know that there is going to be a split along the Missouri River Valley. To the east, we're going to struggle to get into the 20s for daytime highs, and we may even see a little bit of snow, and by that I mean snow flurries and maybe a snow shower or two overnight. But compare that to our West River counterparts, and it is an entirely different story, as we should easily climb into the 30s and 40s West River, and we also stay generally dry. But everybody gets in on a decent bit of cloud cover over the course of your day, so you will want to keep that in mind. It's also a pretty cold start to the day out there, regardless of what side of the river you're on. There is a warm front creeping into the picture, the top left-hand portion of your screen. That's going to try and trigger a couple of those little snow showers later this evening and overnight. But beyond that, you notice a pretty decent lack of moisture out there this morning. Here's Futurecast, and there is that little bit of snow that we're talking about, kind of a blinking you'll miss it sort of situation. As we go into Sunday, another warm front moves through. We may try to usher in a few more snow showers to the north and northeastern portions of the area, but by and large, we all stay generally dry and quiet. But you notice East River, it's going to be cloudier, so we have a cooler day in place. To the west, we warm up to a decent extent. That warmth does gradually spill over into eastern portions of KELOLAND as we head into the first half of the week. But overall, we're not looking at much in the way of moisture outside of Rapid City. You can see some snow by the middle of the week. We'll keep an eye on that particular system, but everybody gets in on higher opportunities for above average temperatures, even as we head beyond the 7-day forecast itself. The deeper the shade of orange and red, the more likely you are to see above average temperatures, whether it's by a little bit or a lot. That's not to say every day is going to be above average. Today is one of those exceptions to the rule. You notice out to the east, teens and 20s. West River, though, that's where we get into the 30s and 40s. Lows tonight, mainly in the single digits above and below zero. Some teens out to the west with your 7-day forecast featuring a little warm up into Tuesday. We get to near 50, only to come back down to earth by Thursday, and then we try and warm up again as we head into next week. And all the while, moisture chances, rain, snow, or otherwise, remain decently scarce. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.